And good day, we're here with Cameron Timm, SA Top Model finalist, aspiring bodybuilder, 2 weeks out of the Eye Candy Classic. Thank you for joining us, but we appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Is it only 2 weeks?
So it's 2 weeks. So I'm actually doing the XFV Classic.
Okay,
2 weeks.
yes.
Sorry, and then 2 weeks after that, I'm doing Super Summer Body.
Jeez, bro. So
yeah.
back to back.
I know, so you're not doing the eye candy.
No, unfortunately.
Oh, I thought you were. I thought
yeah.
that's okay.
No worries. No, it's just unfortunately because Arnold's next year, I would ruin my invites if I had to do it. So,
okay, cool.
So yeah, so then because it's IFBB and NPC obviously. So
Yeah, it's just different versions.
Yeah. So I don't want to step on anyone's toes.
No, we understand.
100%.
Okay, so you're 2 weeks up. So now it's it's in the trenches, eh?
It's getting tight.
Yeah.
It's hard.
And categories that you're competing in?
So I'm dropping down to athletic physique now.
Okay.
So I've done muscular only in one comp, but obviously due to COVID, this was actually supposed to be a big year for me. Bro.
Okay, so I think
I had a lot of plans. I just started entering the industry and then this thing happened, so I was a bit sour about it. But at the end of the day, like I didn't stop training.
Yeah.
We bought equipment, jumped into a garage.
Did what you needed to do.
Yeah,
that's very cool.
That's the way. You can't fucking stop.
Yeah, no, 100%. So then, so I'm right now just prepping for that, and I was prepping for Arnold's in the beginning of the year for about 8 months. So I've actually been on a diet for about 15 to 16 months, bro.
Fucking hell, bro.
Yeah. So I still have my cheats, and I still Jesse looks after me when it comes to that. So it's great, but it's tough, bro.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Fuck, dude, congratulations. That's a hell of a lot of discipline. 6 weeks of fucking, I do like 2 weeks and then I cry. I phone my mom, like, is life worth it?
This is a passion of mine, bro. Like,
100%.
To be honest, like, I'll never do a bulk again. Like, I'm just against it right now.
Okay,
like,
cool.
I actually want to stay lean. So, like, 16 months of me, like, it's just a lifestyle right now. Bro.
Okay, cool. No, 100%. I understand.
Yeah, so it's fucking
lovely. But yeah, bro, it is different when it's not something that you feel like you're forced to do. You just want to do it. When you want to do something, it's like, bro, it's fuck all.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and
bodybuilding. What irritates me about a lot of guys, bro, they compete and they whatever, and they complain, bro. And I'm like, bro, no one's forcing you to do this shit. You know what I mean? You're putting it on yourself, so don't fucking complain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you gotta be in love with the sport to be part of it, bro.
No,
There's no fucking half-ass in the sport.
It's not a fucking joke.
Because you stand at the end of the day, you stand and bro, I should compete live. Let's do it as a joke, bro. We just fucking landed me up wearing a fucking classic physique.
Honestly, bro, like a lot of I used to do it for the wrong reasons, bro. At the end of the day, and like for me, like I've only grown into the passion of it about 2.5 years ago. So then I got really like into it, and as soon as I get into it, I want to go Olympia, bro. Like I'm there, bro. My mental state is fucked. You have to be crazy to get into this sport.
No, 100%. You can't. There's no fucking sane human beings that get to the top of this game.
No, 100%.
Yeah, bro. And to push
Unfortunately, you have to be in like a completely different.
To push yourself to Olympia level, you have to be fucking cracked. Bro. There's no like in between, bro. You have to, because those guys torture themselves to get those results, bro. It's fucking.
It's crazy.
Bro,
I don't think people realize as well like, how much you actually go through. How many years it takes to build
I still can't fucking believe Tristan told us where he drinks like 12 liters of water a day.
No, wait,
12 liters.
Dude,
but it's closer to the competition, like when he's trying to.
But how many liters?
Yeah.
How many liters was it though?
It was something stupid like that.
When he said it, bro, I was trying to think like. When does he physically does he just sit on a couch with the fucking water bottle?
Massive jug of water.
And it's so insane to think that is just one part of the whole fucking system.
Yeah.
Never mind the eating, the training, the fucking balancing your body with the gear, work, everything else, bro. No, I respect for you guys, bro. It's fucking very cool, bro. It's very, very cool, bro. Anybody that competes, bro, at that level, it's cool, bro.
Yeah, as you said now, bro, it has to be a passion. It has to come from you. Like, if it's coming from another place, you're not going to enjoy it. You're not going to enjoy it. Like, I've never been this happy in my life. I feel excellent. I'm fucking hungry. I feel like great. You know what I mean? And also the water drop, it's intense because, like, you blow, like, so you do it about 8 days to 10 days out.
Yes.
And then I'm doing like 10 liters, 10 liters, 8 liters, 8 liters, and then slowly 4 liters and 3, then like close to like 1, and then nothing for a day. And then what happens is your body just dries up. Fuck. So then, but drinking all that water, It's terrible.
Yeah,
the thing is, I think the tough part isn't drinking the water. It's the drinking the water on top of the food that you fucking.
100%.
It's like, oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not full enough. Now I'm gonna fucking put down this shit.
Exactly. And your bladder's only so big, bro.
Yeah,
So you're literally
Jesus,
sitting there.
bro.
Yes, you'll go to the bottom. Tristan must have gone to the bottom 100 times.
Jesus.
Maybe that's where he's sitting. It's just the toilet. 100% the drinking. There you go.
No, he doesn't go to the gym to train, but he goes to the toilet.
So you say that like whatever, you only got the passion for bodybuilding.
Yeah.
2 years or whatever.
Yeah.
But you've always like been into training and shit, or okay.
So since the beginning, since I was a lighty, I've always
Yeah.
been like big into the training, and then obviously like I wanted to become a professional sportsman. Like that was key.
Whatever
for me.
it was,
So
just a sportsman.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't give a
okay.
fuck about school, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I fucked around. I fucked
You
around.
did.
Yeah, exactly. I fucked around, bro. And like at the end of the day, like I focused all my sports, and like so I played SA squash, and then I used that to get into grey, and then that's where I wanted to pursue my rugby career. So I used the squash to get into grey.
Yes.
Got into grey, then it was actually quite funny because I was at St. Stithians before.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, cool, you know, I want to take this shit seriously. So then I went to grey, and I was in 15As, but like I was always an A team.
Yeah.
Always an A team, and then I get to grey, and I made it a 16Es.
Oh wait.
So
that's
it's fucking tough there.
I went the same. Yeah, I went.
Yeah.
I fucking my first game for boys was like worm spun. I came
Yeah.
on the fucking from the bench. From boys
Exactly.
with the
And there's
10
like
team,
10 teams. Yeah.
Fuck.
And then so I worked my way up to Craven Week under 16s. I did that, and then I tore all the ligaments in my knee, all the ligaments in my ankle. I've done that 4 times now throughout my like rugby career, if I can say it like that.
Yeah.
And then when I hit my trick, I had one really bad injury, and that called it for me. So then I started boxing. So I was like, cool, let me just do something physical because I like the physical game. Like, I'm just a physical guy.
Yeah.
And so then I said, cool, let me just try something different. I tried boxing. I was doing a freaking leg cast still when I started, and then
That's fucking sick, bro. Boxing is too cool.
No, I love it, bro. And then I fought for Free States, and then I did heavyweight boxing.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
That's fucking very cool.
Yeah, it was
What?
cool, bro. Yeah,
That's fucking
that's
wild, bro.
the-
How was that?
No, it was sick, bro. I loved it.
Oh, wait.
I love getting knocked around a bit and looking back, but it's fun. Like it's just physical and it's a sport.
Yeah.
For me, like I love MMA, and like the boys I see you like love you MMA as well. But for me, like that's more like martial art. It's more like an art. For me, boxing is a sport.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying.
I don't know. I just always felt like that, and then I got my pro card. In about it must have been October of the year after school. Okay, so I took like half a gap year after school just to figure out what I wanted to do. Then I moved back to Joburg, and then I started training at Smith's there with all the big oaks that side.
Okay.
Yeah, at Cedar. I trained there every morning, 2 hours. Went to work, came back, trained for 3 hours. Then like this is getting a bit lonely. So my mates were always playing at rugby at Pirates, and my one mate Mitchell was playing for Wits and whatever Lions. So I was just like, okay, cool. You know, let me try this rugby out again.
Yeah.
So I stepped away from the boxing, and then I went and I played Pirates first team for like a year and a half, and then after that I shattered my patella. And then I was like, you know what, bro, this sport is just not for me. So then I was like,
someone is telling you, it's not for you, bro. Yeah.
And then I got into, so someone approached me about this top model thing. So I'm like, okay, fuck. I mean, I was just starting to like look after my body then. Like I just started learning about the food and the eating, the training. Because I've been training, and I did also like when I was a lighty. So in grade 8 and 9, I did powerlifting and weightlifting for Gauteng. So I've always been in that training like with the weights and stuff, but not specifically muscle building. So more for like sports.
Yeah. Do conditioning basically.
Yeah, conditioning basically. So
movements.
So it was good, and so then after that I obviously started developing, and then I went to the coach, and I was like, yeah, this is cool, bro. And I did the top model thing, and it was, you know, it's all different, bro. Like being a model is like weird. Like it's just like walking on stage, and you're like, oh fuck, like I don't know if I belong here, but I'm a boxer. Really. I like to like brawl, bro. So, like, it was weird. So I was like, cool. So I went into it, and then from there, I was just like, my coach said, listen, do you want to try out bodybuilding comp? And I was like, fuck yeah, bro. Like, let's fucking do it, bro. Let's go look good. Like, why not? And then from that comp, it like changed my life. Like, I fucking turned it around. So I do work for corporate and shit, bro. But my whole life around that is based on looking after myself and helping other people. Like,
Well, you have to start somewhere. Unfortunately, no matter how good you are, no one's just gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
So everybody needs a platform or like a job.
No, 100%.
A 9 to 5.
It doesn't pay the
Doesn't pay
bills, bro.
It's an expensive sport, bro.
It's a
very expensive sport as well, bro.
Until you fucking get there, I guess.
Yeah.
It starts. But bro, does your knee not give you troubles like?
I've actually had 6 ops on my knees.
Sure.
So I've had 4 ops on the one knee and then 2 on the other. So it does, yeah. So like squatting and stuff, you'll see. Like I've worked on my technique, bro. Like my form is key now. Like it's very tough for me. So and I love going heavy. Like that's what I used to. You love to push some big boys out, bro. But then now at the end of the day, like I'm just trying to focus on recovering that, but also building muscle around it. So I still see imbalancements in my legs sometimes, which is a
irritation.
Fuck, bro. In the mind, it kills me, bro. It drives me nuts. But yeah, no, I've worked past that now, and then so like with. Like mostly squatting and deadlifts, my back as well was my back up a lot of times.
Yeah. Fuck. But really, did you go into physique because like your knee was fucked and you couldn't train your legs, or you just went into physique because you wanted
as a start? Yeah, so I personally feel like classic is a big leap. It's a big jump, bro. Like some of the oaks are fucking, they're large and they've been doing this for years. So as I said, I'm very early into like this bodybuilding thing. Like I feel like you need at least 4 to 6 years to really understand and like really get to a place where you're like, I'm happy. Like this is what I really want to do.
There's a whole bunch of like things to check off. I think the first thing is getting to know your body, obviously. Second thing is stage confidence. Knowing how to go through the competition. We saw
weird, you wouldn't think so.
Now at the Pro Diva, there was 1 or 2 people that had better physiques, I think, in some categories. I'm obviously going to the females now. But you can see girls' legs trembling on stage, when they're taking the turn and that kind of thing. It gets, but it does. It kills the show for you, because fucking judge trying to look at you and you. So I think that's
looking particularly.
Stage confidence and honestly the posing, bro. We also saw this week with the women's bodybuilding. I would argue that the chick that placed third, I think everybody in the beginning of the day said she was definitely the one. I think the posing did it.
Oh wow! So you should in third, eh?
Yeah.
It was crazy. So if you walked on, I said to Tyler, bro, there's no way that dog can fucking lose.
You can just be like, shit, that condition.
Dude. But I also think she just kind of stood. Yeah, she just kind of stood. She let her body present itself instead of trying to flare out to dance and make it.
That's the thing for me, bro. Like everyone keeps saying, it's a bodybuilding competition. I'm like, yes, but you must also understand that it's a beauty contest, bro.
Yeah.
You're trying to show off your muscles. So
exactly.
It's actually a presentation. Of everything, not just standing there and looking big, bro.
And I think we're talking about a bit earlier about Mickey, who took the competition, got his pro card, congratulations again. I'm so happy about that.
Dude, it was crazy.
It was crazy.
That's crazy,
bro, if you meet him in real life, he's quite a small statured human. He's like a compact little guy.
He's only like this much. Bro, I'm fucking short. And he's only like this much taller.
We're the best. We live forever. It's
fine. But the way he presents himself on stage, he looks, dude, just by looking at photographs of him, he looks like 4 or 5 times bigger. He just knows what to do when he's up there.
Standing is.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I don't understand it because I've seen a lot of guys that look a lot bigger on stage, whatever. But I've never seen someone that. He's big. Let's not.
He's a big boy. He's a big boy.
But there's even a photo with me and Tyler standing next to him. You're like, he's a big boy. But on stage, he looked 4 times as big as everyone else. But he was not. He must have weighed maybe 15 kilos less than some of the guys on stage.
Yeah, and also he had that, I can't explain it. As soon as he stood on stage, he won. He just had that presence. He knew how to take it away from everybody else and make it about himself.
The thing is, he's got he's a very, very small waist and a nice big upper body. The thing is, his arms,
his shoulders are crazy.
He's got a bit of everything you want in physique. That is, I think that's key for him, and obviously that's why he wouldn't move up in divisions. That's him, bro.
Yeah, I gotta say, but no disrespect to him, but I don't think he would do well in other.
No.
That's his look. That's
his look, and it's cool that you say that. After when he got his pro card, I spoke to him after the after the show. Everyone was like fucking whatever, and he actually asked the judge. He was like, "I know I want to know I got my pro card, whatever, but is there something that I can improve?" And the judge literally said to him, "Literally, stay exactly how you are." But you can put on a little bit of muscle everywhere because your proportions and your fucking symmetry is second to none, bro. So,
if you go very far, bro. To hear that from a coach, a ref or whatever you gonna say. That's unbelievable because most people like will go to them and they will give they'll tell you straight up. They don't give a shit.
Yeah,
and
they don't.
And that's what I like about bodybuilding as well. Like they don't give a shit. Like they really fucking straight
up.
There's no playing beating around the bush, bro.
100%.
So that's amazing to
But the craziest thing about him is, bro, like he was like fucked over by COVID because he didn't really have a place to train. So I think he went like nearly 2 months this year without like stepping foot in a gym. So his fucking transformation was also compact, bro. So I always, bro, just congratulations. So fucking very.
I saw photos of him like his first day back at the gym, bro. I was like, fucking Mickey, bro.
You need to pick up, bro.
Like, you get some weight. What's happening, bro? He's put on a little bit of fucking stomach.
Yeah, his transformation was fucking bro.
It was epic.
Quick and it was fucking whatever he brought to that show was unreal, bro.
No, it was really cool, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like as I said, like I saw him and I was like, yo, bro, I'm definitely congratulating this. Like, you looked amazing, bro.
Yeah.
So like, it's just nice to, and also with the industry, like I also like to support everyone around.
You
have to, bro.
There's a lot of fucking negativity around.
Bro.
Like bro, every single fucking podcast we talk about it, but around like social media and shit, bro. Might as well like just fucking congratulate people, bro, and make them happy because. Bro, what's the fucking point of telling someone that they're fucking they got small legs or whatever the fuck it is, bro? Like what's
bro, it's they just trying to share their own insecurities. And what irritates me is like the fact that like I don't care if you have 100,000 followers, I don't care if you have 1 million followers. We're all fucking people at the end of the day. Like we all have feelings, we all have fucking personalities, we all have all this kind of shit, bro. So like for me, I just like if someone sends me a message I don't even know, like a random person saying, "Cam, you look great," I'm like, so I sit there and I'm like, thank you, bro. I appreciate that, bro. Like, I really enjoy that. And, like, I try to spread that out to other people as well. Because at the end of the day, one little message can change someone's day.
Yeah, bro. It's a sport, bro. We always, like, drum on about community and shit. Because it's just so much fucking self-censored negativity in the sport, bro. It's like, it's all about them and their praise or whatever. It's like someone else getting the praise when they shit on other people. All the time, bro. So, fucking bro. I'm glad to hear that, like, there's, like, fucking people like you out there that are just willing to be like, hey, fucking well done, bro. We're all in this together.
And I gotta say, just from running the GHR social media, I've seen a lot more positivity in our game. Like, bro, like, not to say there was a lot of negativity around like whatever GHR and shit, but I just see like everyone's commenting, you know, like you look great and all that shit. There's a lot more positivity going around, bro. And I think it's because people realize, dude, like, fuck, dude, we've been through all this fucking COVID shit. Everyone's like, you know, losing their jobs, whatever. You don't want to fucking now start insulting people over social media, bro. Like, let's try to help everyone.
And let's be honest, dude, if you're a bad motherfucker, dude, why do you have to let everybody else know by fucking using your words, bro? No one fucking, like, you don't have to prove it to anybody. Just fucking be yourself, bro.
What irritates me, bro, like, if someone gives me a snooky, like, a comment saying, oh, I see someone post something, but relating to what I have done or something, I'm just like, cute. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if you wanna give me shit and stuff, like, I'm not doing this for anyone else but myself and trying to inspire other people. So if you wanna come and give me a criticism that I don't give a shit about, then a response is a response, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, fuck some people.
I don't wanna sound like I'm hitting on my guest here, but also when I saw the pictures of you, obviously to like do the research when inviting you onto the podcast, I was like, dude, you're also like one of the fucking most handsome men I've like ever seen. Like, I'm trying, sorry, no homo. But that,
I had to laugh.
But with that, I'm just trying to put that point up because then people will shit on you because they'll be like, oh, this guy's well built and he's a fucking good looking girl, and then everybody's complimenting you. All the girls.
He's trying to make it sound a little bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it sound like I'm not a fucking raging homosexual, but I'm trying to say like people will shit on you because of that. Like, people don't like other people getting like that props or that attention.
Yeah, they don't like people succeeding. Bro.
Yeah, bro, it's fucking weird, bro.
To be honest with you, bro, like, I'm one of the most insecure people we meet. That's why I do the bodybuilding thing, and like I went out of my comfort zone to do the top model thing. Remember, it wasn't a model competition; it was a body model competition.
Yes.
So I've always like worked, and I believe you. Obviously, with chicks, you can like obviously put makeup on, look pretty, and all that kind of jazz.
Yeah.
Us, bro, if we agree, we fucked.
Are you fucked?
We really are fucked.
So true.
We're fucked. We're like, and I don't mind. Like, at the end of the day, like, I'm just trying to be as positive as I can, and like I went through some shit now, like. And after that shit, bro, it just made me realize, like, fuck, I don't give a fuck. I was born this way. Like, if I'm just gonna present myself and people like me, they'd like me. If they don't like me, then fuck them.
Listen, bro, if they don't like you, then they must come tell you to your face.
There's 8 billion people out there, bro. 2 of you don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about you. I'm sorry. Like, if you have enough time for people that don't have respect and like, and as I said, like, everyone's got something good looking about them, bro. Like, I don't find anyone unattractive, bro. If I see someone, like, for me, my biggest thing with girls is like eyes. Like, I fucking fucking love eyes.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So like I don't look at the whole like package first. Like I want to see what I like about them first.
Yeah.
And then I'll then give them like everyone has something beautiful about them.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I appreciate the
I have
compliment.
to disagree.
Appreciate it.
With the eyes. Literally, it's literally the only thing I don't notice.
Oh, really?
That's so bad.
That's just because.
It's like, anyways.
You know, everyone's got a different things. But like for me,
100%.
for me, honestly, I just like when I communicate with people, I like looking into the eyes. So like, you know what I mean? It's just
you can learn about someone, bro, by their eyes. That's one thing.
They talk, bro. They talk. The eyes speak, bro. So.
Yeah, I like girls that would like to sleep with me. those are my favorite.
What's your type? No, the ones that like me.
Those are my favorites. My favorite type of woman. No,
I think we all have that though, bro.
I think we all, that's one thing we have all in common.
The same type.
But it's just weird because I've also noticed just like with women as well. Like I'll see like social media, like when we run the pages. I don't have any personal social media, but we run the stuff. We're like pretty women. You must just look through their comments, like how negative like shit, especially like on Twitter. Bro.
Bad,
I was like, oh, you pretty, fuck you, fucking slut. And I'm like, shit, bro. I don't know what's going on.
You slut.
Yeah, like fucking.
Oh, dude.
It's like no one's allowed to be proud of fucking who they are. Like,
Exactly.
yeah.
And everyone, as I said, like everyone's born differently. Everyone's genetically different. Everyone's like, you know, no one ever is like has been the same as someone else, other than like identical twins, but they still even have something different.
Yeah.
So fuck, bro. As I said, like everyone has something beautiful about them. And if you have something nasty to say about them, like rather just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I also
bro.
can't understand how you
Like,
shit on strangers, bro. It's just such a weird thing.
Nah, it's insecurities that they're building up, and they're just trying to get a reaction from people. Bro. Like, for me, like I've actually learned with boxing mostly because when I was younger, I used to be a bit of like more of an aggressive guy. I'm not like that at all now. Like I really am not, because it helped me control my stuff, and I just have a little switch like this, bro. So like when I get into arguments and stuff with people, I just look at them and smile and walk away, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there's no point. If I give them a reaction, that's what they're looking for.
Oh, yeah.
So I've learned from like boxing and just like discipline and just in general, like don't give people what they
Don't
want.
engage, bro.
Like look after yourself, bro. Like you, like if you get in a fight or something like that, like walk away, bro. Like there's no point. And if you really want to fight someone, then go for it, bro. But like it's just
that's one thing I have to learn, bro.
Yeah.
It's not my big game, that.
No.
But you're right, bro. You are right, 100%.
It's just like it's not worth it sometimes, bro. Like, at the end of the day, like even as I said, it's not worth commenting, making people feel bad. Why the fuck would you do that? I don't.
Yeah, it's also
like
weird.
Said,
it's like
love, bro.
It's a weird reactionary thing. I also feel sometimes like people like shit on you, and then you'd be like, "Hey, dude, like, what the fuck's that about?" And they're like, "Oh no, just kidding. I just, you so great." And you're like, dude,
hey, how's the prick? I mean, how's
they just wanted that initial fucking attention, and they'll say the first thing they can say to get them.
They're all cowards with these people on the fucking internet.
Yeah, unfortunately in this game, it's like it's such a huge part of the game nowadays that like you can't ignore it. Social media and bodybuilding are like almost inseparable.
And everyone
like fucking actually, it's so like it's weird.
It should be who's the best at juggling, bro. That's it, bro.
So shit.
But also, I feel like more like 40% at least of the people that follow you and see your shit and spread love to you and shit. 40% of those people, I'm telling you, they don't like you.
Yeah.
You must understand.
There's a lot of people that follow you
bro,
just because they want to see you not do so well.
People behind your back are chirpy. Bro. Like, obviously, like, and the thing for me, like, I always say, like, on my like, posts and stuff, I always say, like, you know, those kind of people that speak behind your back, they're behind you for a reason, bro. Like, I'm sorry, like.
That's a nice way to look at it. That's
100%. I just like, I try to ignore that, like, keep the negativity out of my life, bro. Like, fuck that. Like, it's just gonna ruin my day. Why would I do that?
No, that's true, bro.
Yeah, but with all the social media stuff, like, people just, I don't know, bro. People must stop being so fake, bro. That's what irritates me. And someone told me the other day, yes, I loved it. Someone sent me a message on Instagram. It's like, Cam, listen, I've known you for this long, whatever. And I've seen your Instagram stuff, and this is not who you are. And I was like...
It's like someone you haven't seen in years, I'm guessing.
I was like, bro, you're talking shit. You're fucking lying.
You
bro.
don't
like,
know.
I don't promote, like myself
really
differently.
That,
yeah, bro. And I was just like, I don't know my old mates, bro. And I was just like, yes. Okay. You know what I said? I responded to him. I was like, thanks, dude. What do you want me to say?
I don't know what to do with this information.
I said, thanks.
I'll take notes and I'll try and be the version of myself that you want me to be. So
that's just weird. And like, obviously, we all have things that we don't share on social media. Which is like, the thing is, I don't share certain things because I don't want to promote certain things that I do in my life. And everyone's fucking normal.
Not only
everyone
that,
does bad stuff, bro. Like,
I think
I think there's like,
no one's
perfect.
There's like a thing about being fake, and then there's another thing as you as a bodybuilder using social media to promote yourself. Not all of your posts are going to be like, "Hi, this is Cam. This is what I'm feeling today." I feel like you're not like some of your posts are just going to be like, I rocked it today. I feel good.
Yeah.
And then like I don't understand what people do that every fucking day, a diary post. Dear Instagram, I just want to say, like, what the fuck do people like that?
Dear haters, thank you so much for listening to my shit.
It's so ridiculous the standards that everybody puts on people like you when, like, fucking dude, like, I couldn't, like, what am I gonna fucking criticize you on,
exactly,
dude? Like, I don't even know you. The first time I've ever fucking met you, let alone a fucking stranger. It's somewhere in fucking, I don't know, dude. Fences.
So all in all, fuck everyone.
Fuck everyone. Fuck social media.
So, bro, what's the diet looking like right now? It's probably next to none.
I'm gonna be honest with you, like, so I'm starving. So I'm eating like 1,700 calories a day now. Yes. So for the last about 2 weeks, but I had a cheat on Saturday last week. So this is actually the first week I've gone without a cheat during the week.
Okay.
Because the way we run things with Jesse, like, he really wants mental health is bigger for me because then I work harder.
Yes. You don't want to get despondent closer to the time.
Not at all. Like, I get very close to the comp. You have to be very disciplined.
Yes.
But before that, like, we drop our calories quite relatively low so that we are able to have these refeeds on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And not most people fucking agree with this. But at the end of the day, my body works like that.
Yeah,
like,
it's all about individualism.
I fucking look in the mirror and I'm like, I'm gonna fuck this body up today, bro.
That's
like,
good,
after the next day,
yeah.
after I have my cheat. So I feel great. And like, but now, like right now, I'm running 1,700 calories and it's low, bro. And what I do is I actually fast as late as I can, bro. Like, I'll only eat my first meal at 2, 3.
What?
Yeah, bro. So what I do is I have my first meal at 2, 3. I have like my oats and protein, and that's like, it's a very small meal. It's like 50 grams of oats, a scoop of protein. It's one meal. It's a fucking nothing. Yes. And then I have a meal just before gym. Just before my weight training, I have just before gym. Then I'm at the gym for about 2 hours, and then I do posing, and then whatever like I need to do. Yeah. And then I get home at like 9 every night after a long fucking day, bro. And then at 9, then I'll put my 2 last meals together, and I'll chomp that before dinner. Bed, sorry. Okay. And just so I don't go to bed hungry, bro. Yeah. So that's it. Right now it's fucking hectic, bro.
It's funny you say that, bro, because there's a lot of like controversy with this. But do you feel like there's a point? Maybe that's not the right way to word it. But you feel like there's a point of training for that long, for 2 hours, 3 hours. Do you not really feel like... No. It's like, maybe it is body type, but like, do you not... Like, when it comes to building muscle...
I see what you mean. You're trying to say that when people train too much, they actually destroy muscles.
Like, listen... There's a lot of guys that will use like this term overtraining just as an excuse to not fucking train hard. Yeah. But no, it's true. Like, I don't want to overtrain, bro. But like, I feel like if I train like a motherfucker for that 50 minutes to an hour.
Yeah. It's the same as what you would do for 2 hours of you.
But I guess maybe your training's now changed because you're closer to the competition.
So to be honest with you, like, so the training schedule that I'm currently on, I run my own training. So Jesse obviously looks after my diet, and then he does all the like check-ins, and we just he monitors me. So what I do is I do my own training program. So everything I'm doing now is 5 sets and almost 20 to 30 reps. Okay. So the reason why it's 2 hours is because it fucking
takes a while.
It takes me long, and I'm trying to do very concentrated, very slow muscle building and keeping my body like very tight for the show because I need to make a fucking statement. This show, bro. My last show, I really didn't look great, and I was fucking upset about it. So this time I'm gonna do things properly, and I want to show other people that I'm doing this, bro. I'm in it to fucking do well, and and I want to take this thing very far in my life, and I want to influence people and inspire people. So for right now, sort of what I'm trying to do is actually like do a lot of like really concentrated light reps, but keeping the tension obviously, and doing I'm getting out of. So I've also got prep brain. So then I'm also just doing very like slow releases and whatnot to keep my muscles very tense. Throughout my prep while I'm not eating a lot, because at the end of the day, like, you need to keep your body tight. Right? Yeah. So I'm not just doing stupid heavy weights flipping around. And stuff. I'm sitting there doing very slow, and then I do a minute rest and stuff. So it does take me a bit of time, but I also stretch. And so when I say 2 hours, I mean like So it's stretching from when I get there.
Okay.
Stretching, I stretch for about 10 to 15 minutes before I train. So then I stretch and then I do my training and then afterwards I'll go upstairs and I like to communicate with people, bro. And also I'm trying to stay away from home from the food. So I try to stay there for as long as I can, bro. So then I'm communicating with people, help a few people.
That's a good bodybuilding tip. When you're leading up to competition, don't go.
Don't leave the fucking gym, bro.
Just stay the gym.
And for that reason, boys. But I do think that overtraining is stupid, but I think that I feel like it depends on who you are and how you want to train, how you feel. Like, as soon as I feel like, fucking my joints and you need to sit back a bit so then the next day you can push again. Yeah. And that's what I do. So I finish everything I need to do and then I go home.
Yeah, I feel like we're the only guys that, maybe this isn't the science behind it, but the only guys that honestly can train for train for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, are the guys at the top Olympia, where they're on all the fucking gear possible that gets you through that workout, and they're eating the 10 meals. Then it's fine because you're not...
And like 10,000 calories.
Yeah, and you also need to burn those calories. The energy's got to go somewhere, so the training is not as hectic
So that 2 hours is nothing, bro. You're like, fuck, dude, I've only burnt this much calories, but I've eaten fucking 10,000.
Yeah, and your body's still...
Then I understand it. But if someone, like, it's so funny that there's a gym in Waterkloof that I work at. Well, only on Saturdays, but there's a guy that comes in there and he knows the gym closes at 1, but he comes at 10 and he trains he comes at 9:30, he trains until 1, bro. And the other day I was like, bro, and he's a skinny guy and I could see like, fuck, bro, he obviously doesn't know what he's doing. So I'm not that guy to be like, hey, bro, I was just like, bro, how the fuck do you train for so long? And he's like, no, bro, this is how you fucking put on muscle, this is how you do this. And he was so like short with me, bro, like, this is how you do this, this is the way you should do it. And I'm like, bro.
But this is where we go in this conversation.
That's why people leave, social media as well, bro. Like social media, a lot of people say shit that then people believe too much.
It's too many bullshit on
this.
Bro.
Like, I get that. Like, for me at the end of the day, get your session done, you can get it done in 40 minutes. It doesn't fucking matter. Then you're done. Like, it's 90% diet, this shit. It's not really, as you said, it's the calories, bro. Like, that you're really consuming, and the big boys need to fucking eat that much because how much they weigh and how much they have to feed their bodies, bro. And to recover, and that's key. So this if he's not eating properly, bro, he's literally fucking just deteriorating muscles. Like, that's what he's doing.
And that's also what social media does, unfortunately, bro. It sounds fucked up to say, but it gives fucking idiots a platform to chat shit about. But that guy might know everything about fucking physics. But he doesn't know anything about fucking gym, so don't come and tell me like 100%. But bro, fuck. Anyways, that's the way these fucking
you just gotta think logically though, bro. At the end of the day, like for me logically, like I get my training done and that's it. Like I eat and I fill my body of what I need to, and then the science behind calories and obviously your weight and your height, your age, all that kind of shit. So you're doing your basal fuck, dude, my brain's not.
Dude, don't worry about it.
When I don't have food, I just
it's also like 50 degrees.
It's my basal metabolic rate, okay?
Yeah.
So basically, apologize. So at the end of the day, like I like the science behind that, and that's what I follow, and that's what works for me and works for most people. That's why I'm like, cool, do that, bro.
It's just about training smart, bro.
Don't train hard.
You can train for an hour, but you train like a fucking idiot. It's like, okay, well, there's no point in it.
But you can train for 3 hours and train like an idiot. And also, again, it does.
No, it's like work even. It's like work. Don't work hard, but work smart. You need to be able to, like, I do obviously put my graft in and whatnot, but at the end of the day, like, I do make sure I just get that in. Like, I don't want to overwork myself and get fucked up mentally and then not enjoy my work, and there's definitely a short line.
I once heard like they said like if hard work was like fucking directly equal to success, then like fucking coal miners would be like the richest people.
100%.
It doesn't necessarily be hard work. It's fucking just also you need some brains.
You need to find the balance between both of them.
100%. Balance is key, bro. Balance with anything's key, and anything in moderation is fucking obviously fine.
True. But bro, so fuck, dude. We wish you luck, bro. So competition.
Yeah, bro. It's gotta fucking smash it, bro. So I got one cheat tonight. This is the last cheat. Last cheat tonight, I'm going to my cousins. I'm going to go have a fucking lacquer braai, which is great. So I haven't had a cheat like that in a while. That's
some red meat, bro. It's going to change a
lot.
lot.
Oh, bring me back to Bloom, bro. Getting some cows tonight.
Yeah.
So now we're going to chat tonight, and then after that, 2 weeks, and then show day, and then fucking have a nice snack, carb up, snack, whatever you want to call it, and then, no cheats again until then. Okay. And I'm going to fucking
smash it.
Bro.
And where, so XFE is on the 27th?
28th.
28th, okay.
28th. It's Boxburg side by that church there.
Okay, we must actually fucking see if we can...
Yeah, we can
so make it. I'll get you like some tickets if you want.
We'll organize something cool there.
Support the
so that, and then again on the...
it's on the 12th. So it's 2 weeks, specifically,
Okay.
I wish I could have done like only like, it's just, and it's a big comp, there's a lot of people doing it, but at the end of the day, like, I do need I don't want to step into this toes, bro. Like, and now I can do 2 comps instead of just 1.
Yes.
So that's what makes me really happy, because like, as it's like, there's a lot going on, and this whole year has been a fuck up, bro. So like, it's very tough. Like, I'm just like, fuck it. I want to get 2 shows out of my belt this year and just be like, enjoy it.
So
this is how it goes, bro. This is how it fucking goes.
Excuse my naivety on the industry, but what is it now? Because I've heard this several times with the difference, the NPC and then the IBFF. Or why is it that like if you compete here, you can't do this, and if you compete here, you can't do this?
It's actually a good...
There's no real reason for the restrictions other than like you must compete in our competition or you must compete in ours.
I think the fact, because at the end of the day they're still making money regardless.
Yeah.
So like both of them will still be making the same amount of money or whatever. But I think, I don't know, because I also remember the posing is different. The posing is different.
Yeah,
so the categories and stuff like that. Obviously, like with physique, you can't lift your arms above your shoulders and that kind of stuff. With IFBB, but with NPC you can.
Okay.
I don't know if it doesn't really have anything to do with that though. I get you.
It's more a business kind of vibe.
Yeah, but I think it just feels like people are just like, if you're with the federation, like let's give an example for GHI. Okay, so if you're the GHI, you gotta go fucking wear US cent on. No, exactly. Yeah, so it's the same thing in that concept. So you're committed to that as being an athlete for that federation, and I'm an athlete for Jesse, so I commit to him. I don't commit to Tristan.
Yeah.
So I think that's where the thing comes in. But I completely get what you're saying.
I think the also thing is like, it's so weird because I remember with IFBB, they were like, you can't compete in another federation for 9 months after your competition. Does that make sense? So like, if I compete IFBB, I think 9 months later I can compete.
You can just but you can't go back. You can't.
They won't know.
100%.
They won't unless you're pro. Unless you're obviously a fucking pro with IFBB. Then
then you can't do it.
Then there's no point.
I might argue that point just because taking the last week's show. It's such a small, close community that I did see a lot of people that, like, from all categories, all divisions, between the men and the women, a lot of people seem like they did know each other, whether it's from previous competitions, from trainers, that kind of thing. So I think it would be a bit hard to be a bit snaky about that.
Yeah. But I think a lot of what most people do is they actually accomplish what they need to in one division, and one
organization,
federation, whatever.
Federation, sorry.
And then after that they move on, because different things lead to different things. So So NPC is like a great way to get to the Olympia.
Yes.
Like it's the quickest way, definitely. Whereas IFBB, you get to compete at Arnold's, and that's like my dream. I want to I love Arnold, bro. He's a king, bro. That looks a king, bro. So I really want to compete there and like show my physique against Oakstella International. Become pro, and that's one of the shows that you can do that. It's compared to like, I think Muscle Militia and that like some makes fly in and whatnot for NPC and stuff, but for me, I want to compete against the best, bro. I'm fucking here to work, bro. I want to see where I'm at, bro. Like, I don't give a shit, bro. I love competition, and I'm one of those like so mentally like fucked up about this shit. I want to fucking work. I want someone to be like much better than me, bro. I promise you, bro. I'm gonna come after it, bro. Like that's my game, bro. I fucking love competition. Fucking awesome.
That's true. Listen, if you came in, I know it's not your first competition, or whatever. It's your this will be like technically my third competition. If you come in there and you fucking wipe the show with it, like you beat everyone, you know you're in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I'm not saying you got a great physique, but I'm saying if you come in there and you fuck everyone up and you're 10 times better than, you know you fucking not in the right place. But then you got to move to like you said. So yeah, bro.
And I'm just gonna give it that go now and let's see how it goes. And like, I'm just gonna play it from there, bro.
Yeah.
Like play by.
But bro, these competitions that they're gonna be some quality athletes there.
I hope so, bro. I hope so. I want them to bring it, bro. No, I don't think so. Unfortunately not. Only a certain competitions, unfortunately.
Yeah, with the IFBB, it's like fucking hard, bro.
Yeah, I think you can get a pro card at Arnold. I think you
Yeah,
can.
Arnold's have pro
NPC,
cards. Yeah.
So I think Arnold's you can get the pro cards, but then like NPC and stuff, there's a lot more competitions that you can get a pro card.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so I'll stick with IFBB as long as I can and see how it goes, and you know, like at the end of the day, as I said, like I'll just go with the flow, bro.
Yeah.
So
Whatever works.
and as I said, like I hope there's some oaks been working hard in quarantine stuff, because I know I have. So I want someone to give me a challenge, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, bro. Like you don't want to get onto stage and fucking wipe the floor. There must be.
It must be close.
Competitive.
Well, the first comp I did was against Keenan, bro. I did it against Keenan Buller, and he won the SA champ last year, and I came second to him. But like I knew that my condition wasn't great, bro. Like I just my body fucked out. I prepped too early. It was just a fucking mess, bro.
Yeah. That was leading up to your first competition.
Yeah. So you live and you learn, bro.
Yeah. Those ones. Every story I've heard of most guys, it's always been the first 2 or 3 years. It's always a learning curve.
Yeah.
You gotta figure shit out.
Like look at Trist. Like when I saw his photo of him doing his first comp the other day, like he looked. I'm sorry, bro. Like he looks like a baby.
Yeah.
Now look at the fucking oak. He's a
machine,
bro. Like it takes over, bro. He's taking over, bro. Watch. I support that oak.
I'm so fucking sad that he didn't get to compete this year, because he really fucking worked his arse off, and I think he would have gotten his pro card this year if he was allowed to compete.
Was mad.
I really do think, without a doubt in my brain, if it's the show in England or the show in Thailand, whichever one he could have gone to, he would have taken it for sure, bro. At one stage he was 11 weeks out, bro, and he fucking. I mean, he was like 11 weeks from his competition, and I was like, if that's 11 weeks, mate, then holy shit, bro. So he's an absolute machine, bro. Fucking and bro.
What's your thoughts on like the whole gear situation in bodybuilding?
They cousins, bro.
For us, gear is fucking.
It's part of the game, man.
It's part of the game.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is, bro.
I love natural bodybuilding as well.
Yeah,
it's awesome. Like, in my opinion, the best way to go with it is to take your body naturally to
as
far as you can. And then, like Tristan said, he made a mistake. Like
the early days,
He should have given more time.
It was not even like just starting to juice, but like going like full fucking force into it. You know,
like he decided this is what I wanted to do. The coach was like, from day one of training, fucking take this, and this.
Where like you build your way into the look.
And he even said like he wish he knew like when he was like 16, 17 that it's a fucking marathon, not a race, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what in his head he was like, fuck, bro. I need to fucking get my pro card at like 20.
But that's the thing. Like use too much gear in one go, and like people always say to me, "Oh, but you're gonna get a fucking heart attack." And you just body. I'm like, please shut the fuck up. Please, you don't understand what you're talking about. Look at Ronnie Coleman, look at the big boys, like look at Brandon, look at all of them. Like those oaks are fucking massive, and I can tell you right now that oak's been juicing for 20 years. Do you know what I mean? Like, and the thing is, they do it correctly, but also like as you said, like a lot of oaks put so much gear into their bodies, and they get big, but like get big in 4 months, and what happens is, as soon as you come off, bruise, whoa, your body fucks out.
And there's a problem. There's a problem with a lot of the younger guys that we met. There's some guys making waves, but bro, I just like they're so.
Going to hospital, bro. They're going to hospital.
I've heard there was one 19-year-old, the young black lassie that was doing so well. He was doing like 8 to 11 clicks of fucking insulin a day.
Insulin. He's playing with insulin at 19. That's like.
And he won his show. He got his pro card. FBB, I think it was.
Wow.
He's the youngest ever. I think he was 19.
Makes sense. 19.
It's fucking
but bro, like I might be wrong. The science, his body might be able to handle it. I'm not as smart as other people, but I just can't fucking believe that at 19, what he's doing to his body.
The common sense. It's just
when he's at like hopefully in his 40s and at Olympia level, bro. There's a lot of fucking people that fucking perish, bro.
Like, because of that.
Because of that type of shit, bro.
As you said, it's that early stage of shit. That's shit. Playing with insulin, bro, there's no... Fuck, I'm not touching that shit.
No, don't. It's one of the most dangerous things you can do to your body is to unbalance your fucking glucose.
No, bro, it's crazy.
It is crazy. But, you know, like you said, if you do it properly, you do it with the doctors and whatever, it can be...
Great.
I'm not saying it's healthy. But there's nothing about bodybuilding.
It's a foreign object. It's a foreign substance into your body.
100%. Of course, there's nothing about bodybuilding that's fucking healthy. Bro. Eating 10 times a day is not fucking. No one can tell me it's healthy for you. But the correct way would be to do it, like especially these fucking young guys, bro. It's fucking drives me crazy. Is to just push yourself to where you're like, okay, my body looks so fucking sick. I'm natural. I just don't feel like I can get.
And compete a few times natural. I believe in that.
Yeah, go compete, bro. Show your fuck. Then start introducing, but don't go. Okay, cool.
Get a coach. Get like $3 grand worth of.
But actually show for one show, and then they get fucked up because their bodies are so shit inside, and also like they lose all this muscle, and then their receptors get fucked, and then they're like, oh, but I'm like, dude, you stupid.
Yeah.
Like if you want to do like a course like healthily, get a coach, obviously guide you a little bit better, but also like. Run one substance for 4 to 6 months, very lightly, slowly build your muscle. Work into it, and
it's way too common. I feel now for a guy to get a coach, spend like $4 grand on gear, and then start training. Like that's like the formula now.
Those transformation focus.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, check my client's transformation for 4 weeks. He's only on Trend Mastron Pro. Carnival, Winstrol, fucking. I'm sitting there like, bro, come now. Like,
and then he's like,
you can see what's
and then his
going
client has the sickest fucking ass, but he's in a hospital, like.
Yeah, you know they lift the shirts up. It's one of those hospital vests. It's bad. Dude.
He's showing his back and his ass. He's showing his all this fucking gowns.
And like, I'm one of those guys. Like you speak to me, I'm very open and honest about the shit. If someone says to me, "Cam, are you using running gear?" I'm gonna be like, "Yeah." Or if I'm not, then cool. Like this show, like this is the show that I'm actually not. Which is like it's the most intense thing I've ever done. That's also why I'm feeling a lot shitter and more like insecure about it. So I ran my gear throughout the year in the beginning, and now like I've been off for a long time. So right now it's just been it's a fucking battle. Yeah.
Well, what made you do that?
Oh, dude, honestly, I don't want to go unhealthy, bro. And I want to show people that like you can use gear for a certain amount of time, and then also like take off and you can still compete, bro. You can still compete. Like I'm using fat burner right now. So I'm using like some saps and whatnot and like a fat burner. Like that's cool, bro. Like it's not gonna affect me very badly. And also like with the fact of, as I said, the health thing. Like I would rather like take gear for six months. Then do 4 months of PCT, then 6 months, then 4 months of PCT, then 6 months. Like that's how I personally like want to do it. And then let's see how it goes. But let's see how far I can get.
Steroids is such a people say
I'm 24. Bro.
And people say it's such an extreme thing. It's such a hectic drug that it needs. I think people are just way too like careless with it, bro. It needs to be done very, very professionally. And take care of your fucking self, like while you're doing it. There's too many.
Buy from the correct people, bro.
There's too many.
It's illegal, bro. Like X are putting that stuff in someone's shack at the back there.
That's true.
And they're making bucks from that shit.
This guy's like, look, it's fucking whatever lab, but it's been sitting in a packet for 8 months.
Do you think that gives a shit that sells you that stuff? What's gonna happen to you? He doesn't care. He's making money, bro.
No, you got
to. It's narcotic sales, but it's like same as drugs.
100%, bro. It's even with that is like a drug because the feeling you get from steroids is also like a freaking drug, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, bro, fuck, dude. I'm keen to see. I'm keen to see how fucking now that you say that you've been doing it like most naturally. You know what I'm saying. I'm keen to see how you look, bro. That's gonna be fucking. And you've done a competition like
no.
Never. Okay, bro. That's cool.
So with the top model thing, I was running like also a fat burner, but it was like Winstrol. I can't remember exactly, but it was like 2 years ago. But I was running something very light, and then obviously the last comp I did proper gear, and then it just fucked my body out a bit. Like that's also why I was like, maybe I should try lift arts because like the pressure that you go under through this now is tough, bro. Like your body takes a big hit. So then I was like, okay, let me just do this as naturally as possible. So I'm not full on natty right now, but I'm as natural as possible. As I could be for a comp in order to give myself a good chance to still win.
Okay, cool.
So I hope for the best, bro. Let's go put the work in and see what the judges say. That's all you can do,
Yeah, very excited to fucking see the final result.
Yeah, bro, it's gonna be good, bro. I'm excited.
Oh wait, bro, but awesome. It was like it's chatting to you.
Thanks,
let us know. Let us know about the competition. We want to be there.
Yeah, I'll get you some tickets, bro.
Thanks
maybe we'll
again for
contact them and see if we can put up a fucking stand or something.
Do it, bro.
That'd be sick.
Then I'll wear my GHI.